Hello and a very warm welcome to a new video here on my channel, here at commaik. You can currently find both of these cameras in the segment for well under €100. These cameras detect motion, record automatically and notify you the Reolink MagiCam and the Blink 2K+. Both cameras are extremely small, battery powered, so you can use them wherever you want. You only need a Wi-Fi connection, and the difference between the two is simply this. No subscription, no customer account, and here Amazon is behind it with the Blink account, with the Blink Plus subscription. If you want to use all the features, is the extra cost for the subscription worth it, or is the standalone version enough? I want to explore these questions in the video. If you're interested, definitely stay tuned. I'll show you the cameras, what features they have, what features they don't have, and which one is the right one for you. Anyone looking for a mobile battery-powered security camera these days usually finds their way to Blink. These cameras are small and handy and very deeply integrated into the Amazon ecosystem. The cameras can be controlled via Alexa, and all the skills you have there can also be combined with all other devices. The camera is set up once in the app and then it just works without much fuss, without many additional features. Reolink has now followed suit and brought a similar product to the market with the MagiCam. The difference between the two, besides the 2K resolution and 1080p resolution, is also that there's no requirement for a customer account here and no subscription because Amazon charges a fair amount for it. The standard feature, the live view, is free, but access to recordings and advanced features must be paid for with a subscription. Is the subscription actually worth it compared to this smaller version? I want to explore this question and first show you what you get in the box with both cameras. Both cameras are sent directly to your home in a small handy package. But the contents of the packaging differ significantly, because while Reolink only sends you the camera, with Blink you also get an additional sync module, because the Blink camera doesn't connect directly to your Wi-Fi, but uses a synchronization tool, meaning the camera connects to this component and this sync module connects to your Wi-Fi. A different frequency is used here. This is much more energy efficient. The camera can last longer. It has to, because it has no rechargeable battery. None is built in. This camera runs on batteries. These batteries are included. There are two of them, which are simply inserted into the back of the camera. In addition to the sync module, you also get a power plug and a USB-A to USB-C cable. There's also a small pack of screws and, of course, a mount to position the camera where you want it and align it accordingly. That's all there is, but that's all you need. And the Reolink camera? It also comes with its own mount, which you can screw to the wall or the ceiling, and the camera itself is then simply attached magnetically. The base is even designed so that the camera can stand upright on a flat surface. If you don't need this mount and want to place the camera directly in the garden, for example, on your fence post, and it happens to be made of metal, that's no problem at all. You can just snap the camera right on. Thanks to the magnetic mount, it's not a problem. I think that's a huge advantage. I definitely like it very, very much. Of course, you also get batteries included, and those are inserted here on the back of the camera, right down here, and you can already see an opening up here for an SD card. You can insert an SD card into this camera and store the data locally, so you don't need a cloud or a customer account. The data is stored directly on the camera, and you can access the camera directly via the app to retrieve your data. I think that's a very, very nice feature. It might make the setup process not quite as convenient as it is with the Blink camera, but cloud or no cloud is sometimes just a matter of principle. Additionally, there's a USB-A to USB-C cable included, which you can plug in here on the side of the camera to provide it with continuous power, so you won't need batteries anymore, and of course a set of screws is included here too. That's really all there is to it. Not much more is needed. I am now going to set up both of the cameras in their respective apps. You'll need the Blink app or the Reolink app for this. You can find the links under this video in the description, where I'll include the downloads for iOS and Android as well for you. To set up the Reolink MagiCam camera in your app, you first insert the batteries in the back. The camera will then start automatically and you'll hear that typical Reolink sound, and then you can add the camera in the app using the plus button at the top right, by simply taking a photo of the QR code and following the instructions step by step as you go. By the way, you can link the camera not only directly to the app, but also to your home hub and then retrieve the data through the home hub. I think that's an interesting option. To use the Blink 2K, I first have to pair the sync module with my Wi-Fi. After that, I can pair the camera with the sync module and access the camera. I do both through the app, which I've already downloaded, and I've also created the customer account. Using the plus at the top right, I'll now add the sync module and then the camera to the sync module. Once the sync module was installed, it performed an update, and I can now proceed with inserting the batteries and pairing the camera with the sync module. I've paired the Blink 2K Plus and the Reolink MagiCam with the app and have already looked at a few images. Now I've installed the cameras here on my test track and screwed the mounts onto my wooden beam accordingly. The Blink camera is then snapped into the mount with a little bit of pressure, while I can simply attach the Reolink MagiCam to the mount using the magnet. And while the cameras monitor the surroundings, you might be asking yourself how I can access these recordings. With Reolink, it's much easier than with Blink, in my opinion, because here you have the option to choose between monitoring in the app, so via the Reolink app, the viewing live recordings, and at the same time accessing the recordings that are stored on the SD card. Additionally, you can also work via the client, which means that on the computer there is also the possibility to retrieve the data. Blink takes a slightly different approach here because basically the data is stored in the cloud, and at least in Europe, in Germany, it is not possible to access this data via computer. That only works via the app that you have on your phone. In the app, however, you have the option to view the events, all these clips, and download them directly and then share and reuse them via your smartphone, if you want to or even have to. Blink also offers the advantage that you can combine different cameras in a sort of timeline. This means that you can link different cameras via the Blink universe, and if motion is detected by several cameras, a clip series, so a small film composed of the different perspectives of the various cameras, is automatically created for you, giving you a big overall picture. Reolink doesn't offer this yet, at least unfortunately. Here you would really have to query the different cameras individually, but you have the advantage that you have all recordings from every perspective. You just have to see what's better. Blink clearly takes the path of user orientation here. It should be simple, it should be clear, it should just work. Reolink is a bit more aimed at tech freaks. They want to provide more data, more scope, but for that you also have to do more to extract the data. This additional service, being able to store camera recordings from any number of Blink cameras in the cloud for up to 60 days, accessing them worldwide, and also this combination of different camera perspectives into one overall view, is something Blink naturally charges for. You have the option to use everything in the free subscription, then you have the live image. But if you now say, I want to access these recordings, which makes sense, I had a break-in here, theft, I want to use this data, then you need the subscription. If you buy such a camera and install and initialize it for the first time, then you get a 30-day trial subscription, after which you pay €3 per month per camera. It's manageable, but it gets even better if you take the large Blink subscription for €10 a month. Then you can combine any number of Blink End devices, which are the cameras, doorbells and so on, in the subscription, and use all these cameras permanently for these €10 a month, and also store this data. Reolink takes a slightly different approach, as the data is stored on an SD card, and this storage can of course also take place on the NAS or the Home Hub, for example, but basically you have no running costs here, but exclusively one-time costs for the camera and of course the SD card, provided you don't have a spare one lying around, or if you don't have a Home Hub yet. For an SD card with 256 gigabytes, you're looking at somewhere around €40, and then you just have to calculate whether these two options are worth it compared to each other. If you have many cameras and this simple workflow is enough for you, then Blink wins, in my opinion. If you have fewer cameras or want to save specifically, if you don't want to use the cloud, then Reolink is ahead again, because you are in control of your data, because you save everything locally, and for example, don't have forced deletion after these 60 days, because you can choose an SD card large enough that you can store the data for much longer. I'd be interested to know what you think about it. Which option makes more sense for you? Cloud storage, not having to worry about anything anymore, but paying a monthly subscription for it. Or storing the data locally at home on the SD card, on the Home Hub Pro, being in control of your own data but accepting higher initial costs? Write me a comment under the video, I'm curious to see how you view the whole thing. How easily can I access the recordings now? How easily can I use the camera in daily life? The Reolink camera can be used via the client on the PC, but I will only show it to you here on the smartphone to keep the two cameras comparable. In the Reolink app, I have the option to select the camera directly. The last recording is shown to me as an overview, and you see the recording is there very quickly. The live image is here, and the delay is about 2 to 3 seconds, still within limits. With a PoE power camera, you naturally have much shorter latency times than with this extreme power saving version, but I think that's still quite acceptable. Via the app, I can now use the microphone, can work with the camera's speaker, and also speak with the person who is in front of the camera. That works, and besides the live image, I naturally also have the option here to look at the recordings. To do this, I click on recordings at the bottom, the camera switches to playback mode, and here I now have the chance to look at this timeline per day to see what was recorded there. Via the date, I can of course also choose at the top which day I would like to have. I'll just confirm that. I have a recording here at night at 11 p.m. There he is, the marten, rolling around here on my lawn, and I think the quality of the recording is quite impressive. I can download the recordings themselves without any problems directly into the memory of my smartphone, can share them from there or transfer them to another storage device. And what does the whole thing look like with Blink now? Here too I have a start page. With a click on the image of the last recording that the camera made, the live mode starts, and here I notice that the live image isn't there as quickly as with Reolink. The delay here can sometimes be 10 seconds before I have an image. When I move around in the frame, the delay is also greater than 2 to 3 seconds. It's quite noticeable. But I have to tell you, when you look at the recordings, they're smooth again. Only this live broadcast didn't really convince me. There was just too much stuttering and too many interruptions involved. Here too, I can of course activate the microphone, talk to the people who are in front of the camera, and additionally, I can also download each individual clip directly to my smartphone via the save button and use it from there further. Blink has another function though, similar to the Home Hub, but here directly. In the app, since the whole thing is cloud-based, I can look at the clips on the home screen, and here in the clips you can see all the recordings the camera has made in total, as well as all the other cameras you've linked to this account. Through these many small clips, Blink naturally joins the large clips together when several cameras have tracked the same object into a chronologically fitting timeline. Together, that means a large film is made from many small clips. I find that a very, very interesting thing. It makes the whole thing clearer to look at an object from different perspectives. Also here, just a click on the playback, here's the marten again, how it's rolling around. You can see the recording is nice and sharp, even for a night shot. We have 2K resolution here. The marten is having its fun here in the grass. What do you think about the recording quality? How does the Reolink compare to the Blink camera in your opinion? Write a comment under the video and give me some feedback on which of the recordings you like better. Let's come to the conclusion. Which of the two cameras is better for you? Is it the Reolink MagiCam, this small handy camera with 1K resolution, or is it the Blink 2K Plus outdoor version? Both cameras are small, handy, and can be positioned well anywhere. The Reolink has a bit of an advantage here with this magnetic holder. Even without this pre-made mount, you can just stick it anywhere on a metallic surface. In terms of resolution, I have to say, you really notice the 2K, the images are sharper. Especially with the night shots, it looked a bit better. And what I noticed with both is that they're more sluggish with motion detection. It takes a while before the image builds up. Sometimes the movement is already through the frame. But that's also due to the technology. These parts are trimmed for energy saving mode, and you just can't compare that with a PoE camera like the one I have up here, the Track Mix, which is permanently supplied with power. That's just a different technology behind it. The Reolink camera, in my opinion, is suitable for those who are already in the Reolink universe, who are looking for a small handy camera that you can also just put in the stairwell at home or in a room when you're out and want to monitor your pets once. While the Blink with its high resolution is actually also for larger areas, quite well suited. Blink is also for all those who are already in the Amazon ecosystem, who have an Alexa, who have other Blink devices. It's definitely worth it to put all that into one pot and then just stay in this ecosystem, as long as you want to pay for this subscription every month. For 10 euros you're in. There are of course some discounts. Feel free to look under the video. I go into more detail there. You can click and read the details. Bottom line, both have their place. There are pros and cons on both sides, and I'm just asking you now, which is the winner for you? Which camera convinced you more, the Blink or the Reolink camera? Write me a comment about it under the video, give me a like for this video, and if you want to know more about these cameras, about the special offers that might be available and what such a device actually costs right now, then also look under the video in the description. There you will find the links to the stores, to the subscription terms, or also for the SD card. I look forward to your feedback under the video. Take care. Until next time. Bye.